This is a heartwarming story that I recently wrote, and I'd like to share it with you during this time of the season. It's called A Mother's Gift, and it starts like this. It is Christmas Eve around 10 p.m., and the house is very quiet. 4 of the 5 children that occupy this house had already gone to bed, and the mother and father began preparing for Christmas Day. Jack, the eldest son, found himself by the Christmas tree making last-minute adjustments to the tinsel that his younger siblings had clumped on the tree sometime earlier in the day. Jack was up waiting for the time that he would leave for church. That night he was scheduled to be an altar boy at evening mass. It was then he heard a voice say, "Jack, are you in there?" The voice was his mother's. "Yes, I am. I'm just fixing the tinsel." His mother said, "I would like to speak to you for a minute." His mother went into the room and found Jack, just as he said, by the tree. His mother looked upset, and this took him by surprise as it was Christmas Eve. She said, "Jack, this was a difficult year for us. As you know, your father was out of work, and we don't have enough money to provide presents for all of you. Your father and I hope that you will understand." Unbeknownst to Jack, his mother had saved as much money as she could. She worked late at night at a local bakery. The work was hard and the pay was low, but she never seemed to complain. With the money she saved, she was able to get Jack one gift. As he stood before her, she held out her hand, and there was a small box wrapped in white paper. Jack took the box and opened it. Inside was a silver cross and chain. He didn't know what to say, so he said nothing. The disappointment was seen on his face. He walked toward the front door, putting his coat on along the way. He walked down to the end of the street into a small field covered with snow. As he lay in the snow, all he could do was think about what he was going to tell his friends on Christmas Day when they would be boasting of what they had received: their new bike, new train set, or even possibly a small television for their room. Jack was so upset that he wanted to cry, but he was too proud. He looked up into the sky and said, "Why me, God?" And at that moment, he saw a bright yellowish light in the sky. The light was the moon's reflection off a gold cross that sat atop the local church. As he stared at the cross, he heard carolers singing the first Noel. He realized at that moment that Christmas was not about receiving presents. It was about the joy of giving. It was at that moment he understood the meaning of Christmas. Jack jumped up, ran home, and quickly began getting himself ready for midnight mass. He hurriedly put on his dress clothes and rushed out the house in order not to be late. In all the excitement that night, Jack forgot the most important thing of all. He never thanked his mother for that Christmas gift. Mom, thank you for the most wonderful Christmas present I ever received. And God bless all of you.